Those of you who are frequent viewers here on Oklahoma Gardening may remember last October we came in and overseeded our fescue to try to get the fescue to be a little bit thicker. And we also had some areas in our studio gardens where Bermuda grass was starting to invade and we had killed it out, so we wanted to overseed that. And this is one of those areas I'm talking about, but we really didn't have a good stand because of the fact that we let our seed, as it was germinating, dry out on us. We had several weeks of dry weather during that period. And really the best time to overseed or plant a cool season grass is in the fall, anywhere from around the 1st to the middle of September through the month of November. The second best time to come back in and overseed or try to plant some cool season grasses is going to be in early spring around the 1st of March, anytime through March, through about the first week or two of April. And you want to try to do it as early as you can because later on you start competing with all of our rains and the hot weather that comes up in the summer, and you'll really have a hard time to get it established. But I'm standing in one of those areas where the Bermuda grass has come in and encroached upon our fescue. We've killed it out, and you can see a transition period here between the fescue and where the Bermuda grass is. And what I'm doing is scraping up some of the thatch and the dead Bermuda grass and making a seed bed for us where we can come in and overseed. Now the variety that we're using is Kentucky 31, and it's really the old standby variety of fescue. We've had it here for about 4 or 5 years, and it requires quite a bit of water during the summer to keep it green, but we've been real pleased with it, and that's what we're going to overseed with. The recommended rates are about 6 to 8 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So you'll want to calibrate your spreader, and we're going to use a drop spreader because a rotary spreader or any of the hand spreaders will throw the fescue seed in some of our perennial beds, and we want to avoid that. So we're going to use a drop spreader. And we're also going with the higher rate because, as you can see here, we really need to get a good thick coverage. So after you've got it calibrated and figured out how much you're going to apply, we're just going to go over with the drop spreader, and then we'll shut it off and we'll come back and we'll make sure we overlap it a little bit. And once we've got that seed dropped in there, it's real important to come in with like a rake or a leaf rake of some kind and try to get a little bit of soil contact with the seed this time of year. It's real important to try to do that. And then of course watering is going to be real crucial as well. Now, what about fertilizing? As you can see, our fescue is just starting to green up. Really, the month of March is when we want to come in with our application of fertilizer. So we're going to wait a little bit and let our seed germinate, keep it watered, and then we'll come in with our fertilizer application, fertilize our fescue that's already established, and then we can put a little bit on for that's germinating as well. Now, if you're interested in some other varieties of fescue, some such as Hound Dog, Jaguar, Rebel 2, or some other varieties that are easy to find. And again, remember to try to get that fescue in the next few weeks because you'll really be competing with the heat if you don't.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.